I mean, do you have anything on JJ McCarthy since then, or
I
imagine he's developed significantly in the week plus since, or things have changed.
Yeah,
right?
There's ups and downs, and that's one of the things I hate about like and look, it's great. It's awesome for all of us that training camp gets so much attention and coverage.
Are
and
you
all
talking
that.
about the throw he made before the throw he made to, was it Addison, before he broke? It was a beautiful dot, and he gets that treatment. And Caleb Williams gets the, boy, you look terrible treatment. You know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate what goes viral these days.
Yeah, and I just think the biggest problem I have with all of that, though, Rich, is like, we don't know what the coaches are trying to accomplish. And sometimes those things go up before the coach has a chance to say, well, wait a minute, like, here's what I was trying to do here. And I that's why it was so important for me. Like, Caleb looked like, and I said it here, like, didn't look good at all the day I was there and hasn't looked great through training camp. But, you know, I had the context of Ben saying, like, he's feeding the kid through a fire hose and he's trying to figure out what he can handle, and they're going to narrow it down as they go. And, you know, I think worrying about like what the public is going to think because these practices are open is ridiculous. Like, you should be doing what you think is best for your team. And so, like with JJ, there have been some ups and downs in camp, but that's natural. And I think a big piece of it, and he's a really impressive kid, by the way. When you talk to him, he had a rough year last year, and there's no question, on the field, off the field, all of it. I think he's very self-aware about it. And I think after going through what he went through last fall, like, he wanted to make every day count starting in January when the season ended. And he's been present, and I think they view it as a blessing in disguise that Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold aren't back there now. Not that they wouldn't want them, but it's allowed them to give JJ all of the reps that he lost in the fall. And so it's a process getting there, because he did lose a lot of development time, and there is value in running the scout team and all of that. But like, they're trying to do what they can to accelerate him. And the one thing I know is there probably aren't 3 or 4 guys in all of football that I would trust with a quarterback more than Kevin O'Connell.
Were you the one who said that he met with JJ McCarthy throughout the year last year?
Yeah, so they met once a week.
Once a week,
yeah.
While he's going through a 14-win season with Sam Darnold.
They put him on the road for like the second. Once he was physically able, they put him on the road.
And interestingly enough, McCarthy Vikings v. Caleb Bears, first Monday night of the season.
And that's exciting.
Oh, my God.
What's that going to look like? You know? Yeah.
I'm just every single time I start talking about these matchups in week one, it just gets me all fired up. I mean, absolutely.
I mean, even think about like
fired up.
So I was talking on our podcast earlier about Vegas and New England in week one. And that one's interesting to me because it's Vrabel and Drake May and Josh McDaniels and all of that.
And Pete Carroll coming back.
But then even beyond that, like I thought about that. And I thought, you know, like I thought about Chip coming back. And do you remember the first game Chip had in the NFL? Like, that was a Monday night.
When he went in the Hall of Fame because of the Eagles went crazy? The Eagles put up 55 points in 2 minutes?
And it was like they had no idea. Like, I'm sort of excited. Like, okay, like what is Chip holding? What is Chip going to pull out on everybody at week one? Now, maybe it doesn't like sustain. We'll see. But like, I think he's going to have something exciting in week one. So you have a lot of those sorts of things.
If I'm not mistaken, by the Albert Breer here on the Rich Eisen Show, Chip has a New England connection, right? New Hampshire, wasn't that his?
Yeah. Yep.
This is.
Yep. Went to UNH from Manchester, New Hampshire.
But of course, the Jets and the Steelers being put on the same field together in week one, with Rodgers being back in
the quarterback
MetLife.
Switch.
And the quarterback switch, right? That's awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Lions, Packers, Niners, Seahawks. Come on, man. You know, Bengals, Browns, Bucks, and Falcons right off the bat right there.
Texans, Rams is really good, too. I think the Texans have a chance. Like, if
what do you mean by that?
I think CJ got unfairly beat up for last year to some degree. I think
he came through. I mean, he won a playoff game.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is like everybody talks about him like he had a horrible year. They were in it against the Chiefs in Arrowhead in the divisional round, like into the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So, like, and I think their defense is going to be filthy. Like, I think their defense is going to be off the charts good. And to have pieces like Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter and Derek Stingley, and then offensively, I think it's all there except for the line. And so, like, can they stabilize the offensive line? to me, like that's one of the biggest swing factors any team has in the entire league. Because I think if they
isn't Mixon hurt though, like
Mixon's hurt. They have Chubb there. Damian Pierce, we'll see. Like
he's still there.
They've got some guys there. Like I think they'll be able to manage that. Mm-hmm. I think their new offensive coordinator, who was here last year, is a star in the making in Nick Caley. I think he's going to fix a lot of what was wrong with their offense last year. Again, I think so much of it comes down to that tackle situation, and specifically the situation at tackle. Can they fix the tackle situation? They signed a bunch of different guys. Trent Brown's there now, Cam Robinson. They draft the kid out of Minnesota in the second round. Can they find two valuable answers at tackle? If they can, I think they've got a chance to elevate too, and seeing them against the Rams in week 1 will be great.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.